So, what exactly are we playing over here? So, if you want to spoil the fun, and obviously I advise against it, but if you want to spoil the fun, you can see the description, but let's do it the cool way. So let's just hop in and see what do we have in store. So, this looks very, very familiar. I'm one of those very large portion of Doomers whose Doom journey started with this very map. So yeah, this looks very familiar, and I must say that unlike, let's say, in episode 2 or 3, I actually replayed these maps quite a lot. The episode 1, that is, since I play a lot of respawn stuff. So these maps are very much fresh in my mind. Although I do have to say, I would have thought there was 29 enemies in this map, but anyway, close enough. And yeah, I'm not gonna go too much with the item count thing, because we will have quite a few other things that we will see later. So let's just concentrate on casual stuff. Okay, that looks kind of weird. So okay, the music sounds kind of weird. Okay, well, now it's back. And okay, this, I guess I killed the imp already or something, although his corpse is not here. And the switch, I would have thought it's the other side, but anyway, we got all the kills, all the secrets. So next map, and this is one of those maps that once again is a little bit different when you play with the respawn. So you have like a couple of side pockets that I never go in respawn stuff, because I just don't have to. But we're doing the UV max stuff, so here, so let's okay, that is flipped already. It kind of looks weird. Okay, well, anyway, let's go for the secret, whatever that was. So go away. So but yeah, let's concentrate on other things than the item count. I might still collect some items, just force of habit, but yeah, there will not be 100% items, and not even close. We will have other things. Anyways, so let's clear. Actually, I gotta check. Oh, that is a little bit misaligned. I gotta check that. No one is roaming over here. Hopefully not. So let's clear. Oh, I would have thought this switch is over there, but let's go to the labyrinth, and this. Oh, okay, those gray things kinda start to freak me out. So yeah, this labyrinth, I don't remember this too well, because I always run a speed run through this in respawn stuff, collecting like secrets basically, and some items, and some kills. But these angles look kind of weird. I thought this was like a, you know, Wolfenstein style, like 90-degree angles, but well, you never can fully trust on your memory. But let's grab this. Technically this part is not anymore secret, so let's... What? Okay, I got... But what does this do then? Okay, yeah. Well, I grabbed that thing, although those we picked their like health bonuses. I would have swear those were... Or those are supposed to be like armor bonuses, but anyway, we have a lot of stuff. So, any guys left? I don't think so. So, let's keep going. Something weird with the floor. So, I think this is done and yes, last secret. Although I would have thought there was like a extra backpack in the labyrinth, which would have been another secret, but maybe that was somewhere else. So, okay, those look kind of... This looks kind of weird. So, let's keep go... Oh. Okay, I guess I exited the map already. As far as I know, you cannot actually get all the kills in this map. And now you might say that in E1M2 you can totally get UV max. Well, that is interesting thing. We're gonna talk about this stuff later. Okay, I was facing that for some reason. So, this is one of those maps that is just absolutely insane when you have respawning stuff, whether respawn parameter or nightmare. So thankfully we don't have that stuff right now. The strategies are so different because, for example, over here when you play with either of them, you have to run over there very quickly. Like, don't waste time killing these guys. Because when you come back from that trip, everybody has popped back up again. So anyway, we are in casual UV, UV max or UV something. We are just trying to go past these. So anyway, no speed running. That's what I meant. So let's grab this. Okay, that didn't open. This seems to be open. So I guess we're gonna go over here then. Rocket launcher is missing and there's a gray pillar. So that is flipped and this doesn't open. Very confusing. Well, at least I have a yellow key, so let's keep clearing this stuff. And some changes here and there compared to what I would have thought there is. So yeah, let's be careful. We cannot fall over there. Although in here we can actually drop down. Oh, that was an insta lift. I thought that they were not insta lift over there, especially since we are in Doom 1. Anyway, move a little bit. Let's... Hey, very nice. So let's clear. Okay, I thought I saw more insta lift stuff. Oh, no monsters out there. So let's go back. Didn't I just explode that one? Okay. These textures look kind of off. Yep, let's go back. And now we have key. So we have a yellow and red. Although this requires blue key. Very confusing. Well, I guess we go for the secret exit then. So let's go here. Oh. So Okay. Oh, there you were. So, let's go. No. Okay, there isn't secret or any kind of exit over here. So let wait. No, but this is now the regular exit. Okay. So, well, since this is a regular exit, I guess we can get the secret. So, let's get this good stuff over here. Okay. Not good stuff over there, I guess. So, let's see. Oh. So, I'm not sure which exit this. It's like a. I was going for the secret exit, but this looks like a regular one, so at least we have some kind of exit. Um, so E1 and 4, and okay. Oh, that texture was kind of weird, or that lower racing thing was. So, this doesn't look very normal over here. Yeah, some issues we have. So, but let's keep going anyways. Okay, those guys are down. By the way, you cannot go there, that seems to be blocked, but you can go over there, although you will just pop over there. So, let's clear this guy and get blue key. A lot of dead ends over here, but we can go for the labyrinth. So, yeah, we have this labyrinth, and there are a couple items, but once again, I will not grab those items. So, so let's not concentrate on that stuff, and that's where we came from. So, so let's clear this labyrinth. Wait a minute. This is E1M5. I mean, yeah, this is totally E1M5, although this is E1M4. I mean, this is like the switch you never should flip in UV speed, like I mean, UV respawn or any respawn or nightmare, because it opens this. I mean, this is totally E1M5, and you have like secret over here. Although it's not over here, I guess. But anyway, there should be, and there, that this is totally E1M5. And wait a minute. Okay, there is something over there. Okay. So this is getting very confusing. And there are these. Okay, this there should be like a toxic pit over there. So this is a map, whatever map it is. But anyway, we exited some map. We started from E1M4, and it was numerically E1M4, but that looked like E1M5. So now I guess we are going to E1M5, although this looks like E1M6, and the music is going crazy. So yeah, I guess this is about time for me to say that this is not like some kind of prank or anything. So this is not bug or so this is intentional. So this is actual WOD. And what is this WOD about? So as you can see, this looks quite weird, and this idea in this mega WOD is that the mapper wanted to demonstrate their own representation, how it is when person has dementia, like Alzheimer's disease or something. And if you think about the Doom guy, like a Doom guy is good in his job, he's a good guy, he's brave, and that kind of stuff. Everything starts very nicely in E1M1, but at this moment, uh, we are very much confused. What are we doing? Where are we? Where are we? Where are everybody? Like, we are just completely confused. Um, I'm collecting keys, I'm flipping switches, but I have no idea what's happening here. So are we clearing some maps or something? It's not like Doom Guy is. I mean, Doom Guy isn't anymore that um, excellent Doom Slayer or anything. He is just kind of confused at what is happening around him. And I'm not like a professional in this stuff or anything, but I find this very interesting topic. Um, so we are very much like at the stage that it's very hard to understand what is happening over here. And it's also interesting to notice, at least I have noticed it to some degree, that I'm not sure how much people think about like issues like dementia when they are young. Like usually when it comes to your, you know, grandparents or great grandparents or something, uh, it's very easy to shrug it off and think about it that it's just a harmless and kind of heartwarming thing. Forget things here and there. So it's very easy to not realize how large problem dementia is, and also the fact how incredibly common it is as you grow older. So I don't know. Does people even think about it too much when they are young compared to when they get older and it is, for example, their own parents, um, or something like that, who start having issues with their memory, and then things start to be like really weird when you notice that those people. And by the way, this looks totally like E1M7, not E1M6. But anyway, like when you have like some people like for example your own parents or even your grandparents, and you notice that they actually cannot even recognize you, and they cannot recognize basically anybody. So um, it it is like a very very large problem, and those percentages, once again, I'm not professional or anything, but those percentages or probabilities of you getting this type of illness when you grow old, um, those are incredibly high. And yeah, it is quite a thing. Um, and I also find it interesting over here, like we haven't seen much of enemies for a little while, like, or anybody. So of course, when we play Doom, we are used to the fact that we're not seeing like friendly faces. But I mean, I'm not seeing anybody here, not friends or monsters. Like I assume this is sort of like a representing how isolating it is, because your brain just cannot comprehend very well your surroundings. It might be that you cannot even understand uh, text or language, even your own mother language. So it must be very much isolating, especially since friend like a faces of your close ones, they you just forget all of that. So it must be for those people very much like this type of isolating feeling. But I mean, I'm talking about like in a general sense. I mean, I'm not talking about like personal stuff because like my life story, it's not interesting one. So I'm just a regular guy, and this is anyway like a universal topic. So I much rather stick with that. By the way, this music is very interesting. So this is inspired by Caretaker's album. It was like everything at the end of a world. So it's like 9 hours long, and it is inspired by dementia, like Alzheimer, and it is like 6 hours where the very start is really beautiful and then it just gets distorted, and at the end it is basically like just complete noise. I mean, I don't understand anything about music, but I have listened to that album a couple of times and it's very interesting. So there is another interesting piece of art about that. By the way, this is once again some kind of a real life thing. I don't know what, but this is like some kind of a moment of clarity. So at the moment when your brain starts to be completely like closing, like you really cannot understand anything what's happening around you, then you might have some kind of moment of clarity. And right now this kind of looks well, not completely normal, but at least way more normal than what we were seeing earlier. So, yeah, this is some kind of possible like real life issue, but once again, like I don't know anything about that medical stuff. So, now the big question is that what is exactly gonna happen? So, since this looks kind of nice, so are we doing okay or not? That looks kind of grim. Okay, so last map. Oh, it crashed. And yeah, this is intentional. So yeah, I assume that our protagonist is no longer among us. I mean, these dementia stories, they are not happy stories whatsoever. So I'm pretty sure that Doom guy was not able to carry on. So he's yeah. Um, so as far as I know, the secret map is like a um, not available. Like, or you can warp to it, but it's basically the same map except slightly distorted music. So I'm not gonna play that because it completely ruins the game flow. And yeah, the as I mentioned, the E1M2 no UV max over there, and this maps it itself. So this is um, the thing you can't defeat, and it was designed by a guy or girl called Your Opinions Are Wrong, which is very curious name. and I find this to be very, very interesting, just as a, regular guy who doesn't understand about medical stuff, but finds it interesting anyway. I don't usually care that much about like Doom storytelling. Like I care about combat and kind of nice visuals, but like Doom storytelling and text screens and whatever, it's like I don't care about that stuff. And then like some master levels tried to tell like a little bit of story and with visuals and text, and I didn't care about it at all. It's kind of boring to me. Of course, master levels are not very high quality anyways, but this is exception. I think this storytelling is very, very interesting. But yeah, I think this was everything. So very, very well designed map set, or let's just say very interesting idea to implement on the Doom maps. And yeah, rest in peace, Doom guy. You will never be forgotten. But yeah, this is it.